at your age. Ain't just the barbers where you catch your fade. Before I catch it. Chain, switch it up. It's rap, pixie dust. Money ain't to us. Broski went them. You better fix her up.
We're in a city built on 7 hills, and the fans hoping to see 7 points on the board early. We're at Cincinnati's Paycor Stadium. Coming up, we're keeping things in the AFC for an intra-conference contest between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Cincinnati Bengals. Going to begin this one is Cameron Dicker. And away we go in Cincinnati. The turn starts from the goal line. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
Gun. Stop.
No running here. It's Todd Brooks. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. He picks up 28 on the play. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
One play in, and they are already close to midfield.
11. What's your set? Can. Stop.
First get of the game here to Chase Brown. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Bengals have a first down.
Kid, I think I can even feel it up here in the booth. You feel this offensive line just gaining confidence. When you get chunk run after chunk run in this league, boy, those big guys say feed the run game.
Here we go. Start. White 80. What is that? Start.
Burrow now on first down. He's got this complete. It's Taj Brooks. And he is going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals take a 6-0 lead right away. Just like they drew it up in practice this week, partner, and the exact start they wanted to have in this game.
That's 100%. That's why you script and you go over these plays.
And it's no good. He missed the extra points. Rain, slick conditions, maybe making their presence felt as they fail to add another point on. Wasn't accurate on the extra point, but he should be able to keep this between the sidelines, hopefully, as he sends this away. Fielded at the 7. Good work so far. He's got room. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Herbert throwing right away. It's caught. This is Ladd McConkey. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Ready.
Now a run here with Amari on Hampton. Caught behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up. Herbert now to throw on 3rd. That's incomplete left side. No look on his first look of the game. And 4th and 4 coming up. The Chargers lined up in punt formation. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. In a sure-handed play there in the rain, he brings in the fair catch without a problem.
Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Here we go, here we go. Shot.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass. Not on the same page with his tight end. So second down coming up.
Quarterback of his renown, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
Brought in downfield by Gesicki. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Brown on the inside give. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35.
Big time.
And first down carry for Brown. And he gets him around 6 there. Tackle made by Elijah Molden.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3.
Shot. 180. Shot.
They'll run again with Brown. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means third down coming up.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Here we go. Shot. 180. Shot.
Third and short, it's Burrow. It's caught. Chase has it. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. Pick up a 5 on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
That's another Bengals first down.
Here we go, here we go.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
180. Shot.
From the gun to get to Brooks. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. I think we both sensed it as the play was developing, Brock. It didn't look like either guy wanted the football, and you can see why with how well it played out defensively.
Yeah, there's 2 looks as a quarterback you hate to see on your teammate's face. When you throw your receiver into coverage and he gets smacked, and then when you pitch it out to the running back and he gets the negative yards on his stat sheet, yeah, that's one the quarterback's got to rectify.
What are you doing here? So they'll get to scheme about this third down call for a Bix. That brings us to the end of one. Our score, 6-0. We're back to Paycor Stadium right after this. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin.
Here we go.
They'll need a big play to continue a nice drive. It's third and very long. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals go up by 12. Quite the strike to his tight end, and the patience he showed waiting for that to break open. That was awesome, and it's rewarded with 6.
You know, it should be simple, Kate, right? In philosophy, it should be simple. Just plaster that big guy. Throw bodies at him in coverage, but stopping a tight end near the end zone is anything but simple with how deceptively good they are as route runners and finding that football when it arrives.
And he's into the end zone for 2. That sets him up with a 14-point lead. Well, not the way they drew it up, partner, but when it works, who cares? They didn't defend the check down throw, and it's open for 2.
I could still remember one of my first red zone days way back when. touchdown to check down, touchdown to check down. Now, I know it's not a touchdown, but this check down, well, it was a valuable 2 points.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. That one's complete, Amari on Hampton. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
2nd and 3 now.
Baylor Tiger.
Hampton trying the left side. And he's going to be pushed down up near that 40-yard line. Even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's going to give the Chargers the 1st down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. Completed over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game. Couldn't make the connection, was looking for Ladd McConkey, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Oh, that's a major missed opportunity right there. Coverage can breathe a little sigh of relief. They dodged a bullet. Time to adjust and get some extra help on the back end to take away those open shots downfield.
Throw is there for Arondé Gadsden. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down to that 17-yard line. A 28-yard pickup there. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Hey, go Lion. Check. Let's go.
Herbert to throw once more. Brought in. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Complete on the option. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers making a 1-score game in the 1st half. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. Great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he goes out of bounds to hand them excellent field position up across the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
180. 180, start.
On first down. Here's Burrow. They set up the screen. Brooks. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
So it's going to be 2nd down and 10 on the other side, Brock. We've reached our 2-minute warning. The Bengals playing themselves to a lead here in Paycor. Now, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Off the play fake. Burrow. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
3rd and long. Here's Burrow. Connects on the crosser. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
On 4th down and 5, the offense staying out there.
Here we go. Ready? Right shot.
Trying for it with Burrow. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. They hit for 16 yards on 4th down and a drive a lot of us thought it stalled out. He's going to carry on.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Ready? Shot.
From the gun, they get to Brown. And he manages to find a little traction on that search field as he fights forward for a couple. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go, here we go. Right 80. Wait, stop.
Burrow to the air now. He's got a screen to the running back. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage. The Chargers call a timeout. That's their last one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
On 1, right?
Play number 8 of this drive, and it's 8 that they need here on 3rd down.
Shot. Shot.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And he's caught. He's got Brown. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with the 1st and goal.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back still doing it to this day.
From the red zone now. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it. That's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
Here we go. Can. Shot.
Burrow setting up the play action. Flushed out of the pocket. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called by the offense, and with another timeout available, they could actually get another 2 plays if they were quick.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
Gun. Stop. 180. Playing tuck. Stop.
On 3rd and goal, here's Burrow. Has it down close. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals will add to their lead at the end of the half. Manage that clock beautifully down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
McPherson at the point after. And this one, thankfully, not off the mark. He gets it to go. So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends on half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, because this one goes for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
And this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
21.
Looking to throw. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. This final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. On to handle the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. To the line on 1st and 10. Chargers beneficiaries of some good field position. Herbert now. Going with a screen to Hampton. He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
It's Hampton on 2nd. He gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Stop made by Barrett Carter.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door to a bigger gap in the future.
Herbert now to throw on 3rd. He's got Hampton underneath. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 4 there. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down.
Just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the first down.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Demetrius Knight has it. And the Bengals will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Worked through his progression, nobody available, and by the time he checked it down to the back, oh, you could almost see it coming. A defender there to intercept it.
Because those defenders have clocks too. I mean, we get so enamored talking about a quarterback's clock, but defenders do as well, and they know when that quarterback's holding the ball and holding the ball, likely a check down is coming. That is just smart defensive play.
Carried by Brooks to start the drive. Breaks the tackle. He's going to keep his balance long enough to get ahead for a gain of 5. Give him 5 on that carry. Bring it up 2nd and 5.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5.
Here we go, here we go. Big shot.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Bails out of the pocket quick. Now he takes it. Ball is out. Burrow lost it. He picks up his own fumble. He is down to the 30-yard line.
We all saw the brief moment of full-on panic between the ball coming out and him getting back on it. The impressive part is he kept his composure while it was still loose. One mistake didn't become 2, and he cleaned it up before any defenders could.
Right, 80. Shot.
Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. And he'll stay upright through this lane, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Here we go, here we go. Right, 80. Shot.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Has him on the quick hitter. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And the Bengals have a first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
On 1, right?
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Gun. Shot. Right, 80. Shot.
Straight ahead, it's Brown. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Give on 2nd, it's Brown. And not much space available there, maybe 2, and that brings up 3rd down.
A gain of 2 makes it 3rd down and 10.
So 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line.
Here we go. Hey, can. Stop.
Burrow gets it out wide quick. On 3rd down, they wind up going the wrong way. That one goes backwards. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. And on 4th down, out comes the Bengals field goal team and Evan McPherson. It's on the right hash for this 39-yarder. McPherson's kick is good. And that makes this a 3-score game.
What a season this guy's had. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
Evan McPherson to kick off.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pin. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. That one hits for 30. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
So the big play gets him just beyond midfield. It's first down.
Baylor Tiger.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Short pass brought in. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 38-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. Throwing the out route complete. And he's got it down to the 30 before going out. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps these drive moving.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Herbert to throw once more. And it is incomplete. We hit big on the final play of our third quarter. And nothing comes from it as we hit the break. Still working from the 30 as they line this up. 2nd and 10. Herbert throwing again. Catch made left side by McConkey. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
It's a gain of 4. And it's third down.
On 3rd down, Herbert. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Geno Stone picks it off.
I hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Gun.
Here's Brown to start the drive. Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain. LA uses a timeout here. It's 2nd. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game.
I'm fine, ready?
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Brown again. Nothing doing on 2nd. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer. The Chargers call a timeout. That's their last one. And this could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock. Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. Burrow throwing out of the pistol. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play. Jar it loose, incomplete.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Fields this at the 19. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
So they'll have here 1st and 10 from the 34. Shaking off the pit quickly. He's going to throw. Complete here to Hinton. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Working quickly here.
A gain of 17 yards.
Herbert on 1st down. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Geno Stone picks it off. And the Bengals get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Well, we're watching the defense not just generate turnovers, but really add to them. A return like that, think about it, that's 4 or 5 plays that you just saved your offense from as they try to make that interception, yet another one, count.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38.
Here we go.
Going with Brown on the ground. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also puts the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Here we go.
Burrow on the play action. Buying some time right. He's going to keep it this time.
You know, that may have been a situation when you look back on it and watch this tape the next day. He's got to find a way to throw the ball because his running ability, while it gets him some yards, is not enough to get the 1st down.
Here we go.
3rd down, good to Brown. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the 1st down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
Going to the ground again on first. And this give not as fruitful. They're on him quicker this time. He's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Back to the line they go. It's second down.
Gun. Dot.
Burrow from the gun. Sends this to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals put up even more points in a win. T. Higgins, the touchdown.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got a single eye or too high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
That one right down the middle. And the Bengals make it a 24-point ball game. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That's what I call complementary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
Delta, stop.
A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. Escapes the pocket. Moving right. Airs it out down the sideline. Wide open down the field. And he has it. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers putting up points in a game decided. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates.
And he makes the catch, so hope not entirely extinguished just yet. Still a little glimmer remaining as that makes it a 2-score game here late. Well, don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. And the Bengals hands team does its job recovering that kick. Well, kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks him, though.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for much success. Every second matters now when you don't come up with that onside kick.
He's going to keep his balance long enough to get ahead for a gain of 5. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.